Boom!
Hey everybody, Chris Baker here with the legendary Evan Filarca.
Hey true believers, hey Spy
Squad.
Squad.
Way back to what, 20, 30 minutes ago.
23 great minutes of epicness at GDC.
Had some nice Chipotle.
Exactly.
This is going to be the rawest video I've ever posted.
I think so too.
But what we're going to do,
edits.
we're going to go through the Spider Madness Sweet 16.
Yes.
And do our own picks.
If you guys have been keeping up on the Spider Madness votes, it's getting real good.
Yes,
real
definitely.
Fast.
So this is going to be really exciting this time. Let's start with retro brackets. What I have right in front of me right here, we got Spider-Man for Sega Genesis versus Maximum Carnage. Any
Epic
thoughts?
games. I would think Maximum Carnage.
Because
think so Maximum
too.
Carnage is amazing.
Maximum Carnage is definitely one of the games that got me into Spider-Man.
Absolutely.
So that's my pick as well. Then we got Spider-Man the video game, the arcade game.
Yes.
Versus Spider-Man Lethal Foes, the
Very
game
good.
that only came out in Japan for the Super Famicom, which is the Super Nintendo basically.
Absolutely. Well, even though I have seen both of those, I think I gotta actually go to Lethal Foes just because internationally, I think it was an interesting game, and I actually think it's kind of funny to watch too.
It's got its fans. It's definitely got some fans.
Yeah.
It's a pretty good game. It's
It
arguably
is.
the best 16-bit game. But I'm going to go with the arcade game because
Very nice.
I think I just had a lot of fun playing it back in the
Very
day.
good choice.
So
as well.
that's our retro bracket. These brackets are getting smaller and smaller. So let's go to handheld bracket. We
Absolutely.
have Spider-Man 2: The Sinister Six for Game Boy Color
Interesting.
versus Spider-Man Battle for New York on Nintendo DS.
You don't say. Well, I think out of all those, I love both of them. But since Ultimate Spider-Man on the PS2 is such a great game, and I'm pretty sure that Battle for New York is a prequel to that on the Game Boy, I think I gotta give it to Battle for New York.
All right, I'm gonna go.
Pretty good games.
I'm gonna go Spider-Man 2 just because I like seeing the older Game Boy Color get some love.
Definitely.
I haven't played either one, to be honest. Then we have the DS version of Web of Shadows
Interesting.
versus Spider-Man Unlimited.
Wow. Now, I love both these games.
Okay.
And I do have Unlimited download on my phone right now. And I think out of all of them, though, I think Web of Shadows, for me, wins because it's my favorite Spider-Man game, console, handheld, anywhere.
Wow.
But also, I have played the DS version and Unlimited as well. But I think in terms of, like, fun, interesting gameplay, kind of good story as well, Web of Shadows on the DS.
Yeah, the DS version of Web of Shadows is one of my favorite Spider-Man games.
Made by Kryptonite, right?
Kryptonite,
I love
yeah, it's a
Kryptonite.
Metroidvania. You can go back and watch one
Check
of my
that
videos
out.
about it. And I worked on it, so I'm a little biased there. But
give the man props, guys.
Spider-Man
best.
Unlimited did come out while I worked at Marvel. I didn't work
Very
on it,
nice.
but it's a good game too.
Absolutely.
If you vote for that, you're not a terrible person. So.
You got points.
All right, modern bracket. This is interesting.
Yes, this is where things get serious.
This is very interesting.
You thought
guys
retro and handheld were intense? Get ready.
You're gonna have to pick something here when you start voting.
Absolutely.
We have Spider-Man
Wow.
by Neversoft. Came out in 2000.
Oh God.
A classic, a true classic. I contend
ready.
it's the most important superhero game of all time.
Absolutely.
Versus Ultimate Spider-Man,
Whoa.
which is a very
The best.
great game that still looks great today, even though
The
it was
GOAT.
2 generations ago.
The greatest of all original Spider-Man games that's not based on the movie. And Neversoft, though, the nostalgia that flows through my veins every time I play that game is immense. But I think I still have to go with Ultimate Spider-Man.
All right.
Just open world, Venom, just the graphics, the story by Brian Michael Bendis, amazing.
It's a tough pick for me.
It's really hard.
I think Ultimate's probably objectively the better game, but the nostalgia for me is gonna.
Absolutely.
I gotta go Spider-Man. The
Nostalgia
thing is, though, I
wins.
put these up. I can't vote.
Really?
So I can't. It doesn't
Aw,
let me vote.
no.
But if there's a tiebreaker, then it goes to me. So
True.
If you
Make sure you guys have
This is
voted.
gonna be close. I think this is gonna be close.
This is a really close match, guys.
And
Get your votes
another good one in the modern bracket.
Yes.
Web of Shadows
Yes.
versus
Go on.
Shattered Dimensions.
Oh, both on the console versions, right?
yes. Both
okay.
console versions.
Now this is hard for me because you've worked on both these games.
Yeah, I have.
And they're both beautiful. And you know me, Web of Shadows is my favorite open world Spider-Man game, of all time. But Shattered Dimensions is my 4th favorite Spider-Man game ever. Because it's amazing, the voice actors, the graphics, gameplay, etc. Awesome story. But Web of Shadows, I mean, come on, guy, you know me. You know me.
We know it.
I gotta go with Web of Shadows.
If you know me, my 2 favorite games or Spider-Man 2000.
Yes.
And or not Web of Shadows. Shattered Dimensions. Excuse me.
Absolutely. The nostalgia is killing us right now, guys. That's how intense the Spider. That's how intense Spider-Man is getting right now. We are losing our lunches because of the overload nostalgia we're feeling for these games.
Indeed.
Absolutely.
And I have a meeting to get to, so let's go through this really quick. Cinematic
speed
bracket,
run.
also very competitive.
Pizza time. Let's go.
Spider-Man versus Spider-Man 2.
Okay, both Toby games, right?
Both Toby games.
Okay, so Spider-Man 1, amazing. But Spider-Man 2, delivering pizzas, J. Jonah Jameson, just Tobey Maguire's voice acting, of course, always being great in all those games.
Yeah.
I think even though the first Spider-Man game from Tobey Maguire was the first game I've ever played ever, I think I'm actually going with that one.
Wow.
Because it means that much to me. Sorry, Spider-Man 2 fans, but
I wrote a cover story for the official US
you
PlayStation
did.
magazine
Your
about that game.
official homecoming, was it?
No, that's the other
Oh, that's
one.
another one. Whoops, my bad.
But if you look on, whenever I'm in my office,
Right.
one of these videos,
Absolutely.
you see the cover of that.
Yes. Exactly,
Cool.
guys.
So yeah, I'm gonna go Spider-Man 2 because
Yes.
it's definitely the
time.
bigger game between those two. Finally, we have the Amazing Spider-Man versus Spider-Man 3.
Okay. The first one. Amazing Spider-Man.
Yeah, the first Amazing Spider-Man.
Gotcha. So that game was really interesting in regards to how the combat was really different from the other games, and it was more grounded. And Web Rush was really cool as well. But Spider-Man 3, when I was a kid, getting a PS3 for the first time, that was a lot to me. And even though I love both of them, I think I am going to say Spider-Man 3. That just made you guys dislike instantly, I can tell. But I gotta go. I gotta go with Spider-Man 3. Sorry, guys.
All right, I'm going
vote.
Amazing Spider-Man.
Crowded.
Well, I worked on it for one thing.
Yes.
And it actually has.
See? Pointers.
I realize it's not gonna win a lot of. It's probably not making it past this
There's
round.
some,
It might make it
there's
the
some
next
amazing
round.
Spider-Man fans
But,
out there. You guys are fans, right?
Some of my favorite work I did in a game was on that particular one.
Excellent.
So yeah, that's it. That's the Sweet 16.
Absolutely.
I hope to start getting those up tonight. Wednesday night is when we're recording this. Hopefully
Yes.
I'll get this up in time. Thursday at the latest, and I'll try to have them up for more than 24 hours, maybe 40 to 48 hours.
Absolutely.
So at cbake76 on Twitter is where you can vote. Keep your eyes open, and I'll see you guys next time.
Bye, guys. Peace out, true believers.